Hi, Ari Gibaud, and today, surprise! I never expected some more announcement from Fujifilm for the year 2025 because they already presented so many things, but I was wrong. Today, a new camera, the X-T30 III. Well, actually, you already know this camera. Well, I'll explain in a second. But there's also another surprise, a new lens, XC30 to 33 millimeter. So I'm going to tell you a lot more about it. So let's start. Every time Fujifilm makes a new camera, the price goes up. No, this time not. The X-T30 III costs the same as the X-T30 II. So I think this is a great point for these people who want to have an updated camera without having to increase their budget. I think this is great news. Actually, when I say you already know this camera, because basically it's on X-T30 II, you cannot say Mark with Fujifilm, they want to tell Mark, so it's not Mark II, it's X-T30 II and now X-T30 III. 33. Tell 33, okay? So I'm not going to tell you all the specs because it would take long, and actually you can check my video about the XM5 because most of the specs are the same, but I'm going to tell you how they improve the camera and the big difference with other Fujifilm cameras, okay? The sensor is the CMOS for 26.1 million pixels, the same as we have on the XS20 and on the XM5, and yeah. Then the processor is new, to this camera, okay? The X processor 5. And this new processor helps improving many things. First, you now have the 20 film simulation, like the relays that so many like, and all this. So now you can get the same as you have in the rest of Fujifilm latest cameras. You also have the small wheel with the FS1, 2 and 3 where you can actually place your own film recipes, something some people really love about Fujifilm. So that's good news too. You get a better autofocus because this processor helps to do that. And you have video improvement, 6.2K 30p, 422 10 bits, also 4K 60p, Full HD 120p. There is no IBIS on this camera. You do have digital image stabilization in video only. That helps. And the difference with the XM5, because I think they are the two brother or sisters cameras, you have a flash that is integrated. You don't get this on the XM5. You have a viewfinder, so many people wanted a viewfinder, and you also have a different monitor because this monitor is not one you can flip to the side, it's one that you can actually tilt. Many people who do photography, they do not want to have a flip screen, they want to have a tilt screen. Well, everyone has his own criteria to decide what's good for him or not, but this is what there is. So I think this is a good point. This really answers more to photographers than content creators. That was actually the idea of the XM5. And the best point is that so often people complain telling the price is going to go up every time Fujifilm gets a new camera, and not just Fujifilm, the price goes up. No, they keep the same price as the X-T30 II. So that's great because many people would think in 2025, let's buy an X-T30 II. No, it's too old now, you don't have the 20 film simulation, maybe the video could be a bit more advanced and things like this, or the autofocus is the old one. They're not convinced and they're not prepared to pay that price for something that is 5-6 years old, or 3, I can't remember. But this way, they keep the same budget and they get an updated camera. Maybe they should not have called it 3, maybe 2S, I don't know. But still, as it changed processor, it makes sense anyway. So I think it was the right decision. And actually, this camera is a big answer to several things. First, people who were seduced by the XM5, but they cannot live without viewfinder. Great point. This solves it. People who love the XM5, but they want an integrated flash. Second good answer. And third, people who are thinking photography and they don't want the flip screen, they want a tilt screen, that's also answer. So that's great. And for a similar price, a bit cheaper the XM5 because a bit less things, but so similar. It's also answers to people who would like to have an XS20, but the price is a bit out of the budget and they prefer to pay, or they have no choice. They are prepared to pay what they can and not more than that, so they can live without the IBIS that the XS20 has. So yeah, that's a good option. And also it responds to people who would love to have an X-T50, but it is out of the budget. So they prefer to have 26 million pixels instead of 40, sorry, and they feel that's fine. So that also covers. So I think this camera is a great answer to the market. A camera that is really successful, the X-T30 II, and people thinking, should I buy it in 2025? Yes, for your budget. Maybe not because of the features, you would like something more advanced. Here's the answer. Great decision, I think, by Fujifilm. By the way, if you wanted to help me, don't forget I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel, only €1.99 a month. And as I know you helped me, you get a small star next to your name, so I know you're a member and I answer your question with priority. Thank you so much. That really helps me. Also have affiliate links in description. Please use them. And if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperti by Skylum, get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10. 10% on top of any offer they have. You still place your code and you save some money. And with ERIC20, you get 20% discount on K&F, where you will find all the accessories, photo accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. 20%, you save some money. That helps me and everyone happy. Thank you so much. Let's carry on. But really, for me, the big surprise is this new lens, a Fujifilm XC30 to 33mm 3.563, which is great, I think, and it is stabilized. Image stabilization, 4 stops, good news, no? And this is equivalent of 20 to 50 millimeters, so you can use it for landscape as much as for portrait. I think this is the ideal friend for a camera that is not stabilized, like the X-T30 III and the XM5, so that's good. As XC lenses, there is no aperture ring. Obviously, you can manage aperture from the camera body, no problem. It is really compact, 37.5 millimeter long, so good and really light, 125 grams only. But the build is not simple. There is some advanced components, like 10 elements in 9 groups with 3 ED elements, so that's good. And what I love is the minimum focusing distance. 20 centimeters at every focal length. So often when you use a zoom, when you get to the teleport, you have to be a bit further from your subject. On this one, no, it's always 20 centimeters, the minimum focusing distance. So if you want to do some proxy with a placed on 33mm, 50mm equivalent, that's good, you can do it, so that's good. They also thought about the bokeh, the autofocus part with 9 blades, so it gives a look that is a bit creamy, but I did not test this lens yet, but I cannot tell much more about this lens. What I can tell is it's great, they created it, because not everyone wants to have a kit lens that is a lot more expensive, or they don't want to have a prime lens like 23 or 27 millimeter. They presented lately the 23 on the XE5. So I think it's a good idea to have presented this lens. It's a great add to your camera body. And when you buy it as a kit, you save a lot of money. If you look at the X-T30 III body only in Europe is 949 euros. And with this lens is 1,099 euros, which is about 150 euros more. So I think you save a lot of money buying kit. And so far, I don't know the price with the lens only. Normally, Fujifilm do not sell the kit lens as alone before 4, 5, 6 months. So I don't know how much it will cost, but I recommend you get it with your camera. If you don't have any Fujifilm compatible lenses or Fujifilm lenses, it's a great idea to get it together. So my conclusion, I think this is good news. First, they don't increase the price. Second, that answers many questions from or many needs from a consumer who don't want to spend a lot more money than they usually do, so they can keep the budget tight, same as the X-T30 II. So I think this is great, and the improvement are welcome. So I think this is a great combo, and it will probably have the same success as the X-T30 II that some people in 2025 did not find anymore because it's not made anymore. Well, they could still find it in some shops, but I think it's a great idea. So yeah, I'm sure it will be a success because it does answer a market that needs that kind of prices and need that kind of features. So I think this is a great piece of news. So hopefully I will have it in my hands soon, but actually I feel like not the camera because the X-T30 II is so physically similar. The image quality is exactly the same on the XM5. I would say also XS20 because the same camera I have myself. So actually it's the same image, same sensor, it will get the same quality. So I'm sure it will be successful. So anyway, I hope soon I will have at least the lens to see the results. So thank you so much to Fujifilm France, especially Olivier Saint-Géry, for passing me the information to tell you a bit more about this camera, the specs, all this. Thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the small button down here and also small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, gibaud.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below. Also remind you, I've activated the member area of my YouTube channel, just €1.99 a month. I know you help me get a small star next to your name, so I answer your question with priority. Thank you so much. Also have affiliated links in description, please use them. And don't forget, if you wanted to buy Luminar Neo or Aperti by Skylum, get a 10% discount with my code ERIC10, and you get it on top of any offer they have. Still place your code, you save some money, okay? And with ERIC20 you get 20% discount on K&F website, where you will find all the accessories by K&F Concept and more brands. So you save some money, that helps me, everyone happy. Also leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much, please take care of yourself, and see you soon. Bye!